So today I'm gonna show you a very amazing opening for white that is very easy to play and you can use it to defeat your opponents in just a few moves. And it begins with the move e4 e5 and after that you just play bishop c4, knight f6 attacks the pawn, then you go for knight f3 and after he takes you just play knight to c3. It's kinda like the Stafford gambit but with white pieces. And after you take you recapture with the d pawn. Now the common responses are knight c6, f6 and d6. If knight c6, then you just jump forward and there's no way you can stop this threat. For example, if h6 you can take and you're winning. Therefore, you might try d6, defending this pawn. Now here, there are two traps here. You can go for knight takes e5 or you can also go for short castle. First let me show you what if you castle here. Bishop g4, pinning your knight to the queen. But then you just take, sacrificing the queen. So he takes the queen, but then you have bishop takes f7 check, king e7, and then bishop to g5. Here's a checkmate. But what if he captures your knight? Then you don't capture the bishop. Instead, you play bishop takes f7 check. He can't take, otherwise he will lose the queen. Therefore, king to e7. But then you have bishop g5 check, and then you will take the queen, and you are completely winning. But instead of short castle, you are going to play knight takes e5. This is more dangerous. You are attacking this pawn. So if he captures the knight, then bishop takes f7 check. Again, he can't take because of the similar. He will take the queen. So king e7, then again bishop g5 check, with the queen, as we saw earlier. Therefore, you can try playing queen to e7, pinning your knight to the king. Against that, you play bishop takes f7 check, king d8 is forced, and then you just castle here. Now here, if you place knight d7, then you can take the knight, and after he takes the bishop, you move the knight back. He still can't take because of this pin, and you're having the upper hand here. But can't he just simply capture the knight? Then you have rook to e1, attacking the queen. So queen to b5 for example, maintaining the defense here. And then you have c4, attacking this queen. Here if you play something like queen to c5, then you check with the rook, and after he blocks, you bring in the queen, and you should be able to checkmate black soon. And here if you place queen f5, then you can just check with the rook, king goes down, and you win the queen, and you are winning. But what if here you place the best response, which is f6, then you play knight h4. If he makes a random move like this, then you have queen h5 check, g6 is forced, otherwise checkmate. So you just take this pawn, and after he takes, he will grab the rook, and you're winning. Therefore, you gotta play g6. Then you just push this pawn forward. He can't take, otherwise he will castle, and this king is opened up. Therefore, queen e7. But then you can just push this pawn forward, attacking this pawn. And if he takes here, the queens open up, and this knight is also going to capture this pawn. So he gotta play g5, hitting this knight. But then you give a check, moving the king is forced. Then you just play knight to g6, working the queen and the rook. If he goes h takes g6, then you take the rook, and you're easily winning. So queen e8. But then you have bishop e2. This move is very much important to defend the queen. Because if you place something like d5, then you will take the rook without any hesitation. And after he takes, you take. And now you are just clearly up a rook and winning. So if this video was helpful, then don't forget to like this video. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming videos.